Alrighty, guys, let's get to this. I said Celtic. We're not doing a Celtic cross. We're doing a 5-card spread. So let's hop into this energy, guys. Let's clarify this dancer, community, spy, civil servant, and courier energy. All right, Spirit, at this time, I am asking you to give me clear, concise, and accurate information. And thank you, Spirit. Any negativity that's being projected at me while I channel this message, it shall be returned back to those that sending it. No weapon form will ever prosper against us. Ooh, dancer. Okay, so we got the Chariot in reverse. What is that talking about? Okay, there's a lot of arguing, fighting going on, litigations. People are defeated. So collective, I feel like you defeated something that has been going on in court. Whether this is a court case, whether this is a family matter, take it how it resonates. There has been a lot of arguing and rioting going on over a dispute, a litigation. Something did not go in your favor. I feel like with the dancer, community, spy, civil servant, and courier card, in this moment, I feel like the message is basically saying that somebody is being spied on, somebody's being investigated, a community. Something about some letters. A situation needs to something needs to be how can I say this? Something is being balanced out. It has to deal with a community that has been spying through the courts and messages. The courts have been sending messages out to a community. I feel like a family has been receiving, a family has probably been going through a legal dispute. There's a legal dispute going on. Okay, tell us more, Spirit, with the Chariot. This is major because it's coming up as the Chariot. I feel like the courts is trying to bring balance to a situation. There's a legal situation going on. I don't know what this is about. Yep, here we go. This just popped out. Justice. Something being made fair. I don't know. We're going to get to it. Somebody has been putting, oh my gosh. So there was, all I can say is whoever this message resonate, it was a lot going on with you. I mean, a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos, a lot of lies, a lot of manipulation, a lot of troubles and suspense, because collective, something was owed to you and you never received something. And this has been going on for many years. And I feel like you sit back and you, okay, so this is what it is. Collective. You knew that your family had stole from you, okay? You begged these people to make it right. Your auntie did not want to make it right. Your auntie raged a flat out spiritual warfare against you along with other people. I feel like the courts are involved in this. I'm going to just be real general. And instead of these people giving you what was owed to you, they decided to take it. Somebody wanted you to suffer. They told you this to your face. They told you that, yes, somebody left you something in their will. But whoever this person was, they told you to your face that you was not going to get nothing. This person made it clear that they did not like you. That's what this is about. They made it clear to you that they did not like you. And they challenged you. Okay? And what I am getting is that, I keep saying this because it's the same message. I don't know who needs to hear this. But you had surrendered this situation to God. The government is all up in this. There's a lot of spying going on, espionage. That's why it took a long time, because there was a lot of covering up, a lot of lying, a lot of manipulation. But Spirit is saying somebody's troubles is about to come to an end. An end of hard work, putting in all of this hard work to heal this, because this happened such a long, long time ago. And you have moved on with your life. But there has been things going on in secret against you. You basically surrendered this money to these people. A lot of people would have thought you was foolish for that. They would have thought you were weak. And I think that's what these people thought. They thought you was weak. So they kept doing stuff. It wasn't enough that they stole from you. They purposely put people on your path. These people were stalking you. So they knew every time you worked, you changed jobs. They knew about it. Because somebody in a higher position was being paid to keep tabs on you, to follow you, to keep up with what was going on in your life. And they can report back to the people. And that's how it go. And it's basically talking about strength. You having strength and resilience. Okay, collective. You have been praying to God for closure, for these people to move on with their life. You have been praying for this for over 20 fucking years. This is one of the reasons why you have a problem with religion. This is one of the reasons why, because it does not add up. This is one of the reasons why you have a problem with religion. You have a problem with this world, with the system. You have a problem with all of this because these leaders are lying. They're hiding a really, really big, huge deception. Somebody was weak. That's what this is talking about. Somebody that's weak, that's been putting strength in. And they have been praying to God for this official. This is you, collective. Because these officials, these are people, these are weak people that abuse their power. And they abuse the positions that they were put in. But this was intentional. For we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but with rulers of darkness and wickedness in high places. The government, I keep telling you guys, y'all want to keep putting y'all faith in the government. Y'all want to believe that these courts gonna rule in your favor. No, they're not. They all are corrupt. And this is talking about you praying that whoever this government official, okay, so you're praying to God because God is your power and your aid. You have been praying to God for these people to give you what the fuck belongs to you so you can move on with your life. This has been going on for over 20 fucking years. You've been dealing with this shit for over look at the major arcana cards. We got the Chariot in reverse. We have Justice in the upright. We have the Strength in reverse with the Four of Swords with the Emperor. Then we have the Three of Wands in reverse with another. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards out here. And this is all talking about something is going on in the courts and with your family, with a community of people that came up against you. These people have been in your fucking business, stalking you. For the past, I'm just going to say your whole entire life. However old you is, you have been being stalked by your family, and then it escalated. Now the government is involved. You also being trailed also by the government as well too, and I don't know why. Collective, I don't know why I'm being trailed by the government, but all I know is it got to do with my family, because my family, who I talk about on here, and I'm quite sure y'all have went through the same thing, whoever this message resonates, you, me, we're the collective. Okay, I did not know about none of this stuff until, well, actually, no, I did know when I was a kid. Now, I didn't know all about spirituality and things of that nature. Okay, I don't know what God's plan is. But what I do know is my family has been stealing and taking from me ever since I was born. The first, it started with my auntie doing magic, sex magic over me when I was a child, and also another relative. So she was binding our energies together. She was paying somebody to do this for her because my auntie does not practice divination on her own. She also has somebody she goes to that she pays. And I found this out later on in life. But when I was a kid, and like I said, yeah, I'm not even about to go into that. It's a lot. Because this is a general message. This is not just only about me. It's about all of us as a collective and what our family has done in secret against us ever since we was children. This has been going on with y'all collective ever since y'all were kids. Y'all were being spied on by the government. And this was because your family allowed it. Your family allowed this to happen to you. Now, I don't know why they're spying on you. I don't know why. But there's a lot of spying. And but God got you. I just see these civil servants don't know that it's called espionage, which means espionage scandal. Somebody is watching you because somebody is manipulating you. That's why you're being watched. You got 2 spy cards out here. You got this spy card out here, and then you got a civil servant. So for some of you, it is a strong possibility that there is a civil servant that's out here spying on you. This person has been spying on you ever since you were a child. And this is because your family. And the reason why this person is spying on you is because they know what you do for a living. And they know that you are a tarot card or an oracle card reader. That's who you are. That's what you do. This could be a hobby. This could be what you do for work. But there is a government official person watching you. And it's because they know that you're gifted. They know that you're spiritual. And it's something about your gifts, and you are exposing whoever this government official is that's within this government. Okay? Whatever this is, it's coming to an end. You have been standing in your strength and your power and courage. You have been praying and meditating to God, who is your protector, with the Three of Wands. And for these weak people to stop, leave you the fuck alone, or else die. This is what you pray to God for. And I know for some of y'all might be thinking, oh, you know, this is harsh. This is too much. No, the fuck it's not. Because when somebody has been stalking you ever since you are a fucking kid, you have been being watched by the government ever since you were a child. And this shit needs to stop. Now, I don't know why they're watching you. It's a scandal. That's why. I already told y'all it's a scandal. You have been praying to God for this to end. And for whoever your auntie or whoever these relatives is that stole money from you, because behind closed doors, you had moved on and left this situation alone. You had walked away. And it wasn't until 5 years ago, for some of you, COVID happened. And the universe started pouring out to you about what your enemies were doing in secret. And one of the things, I ain't gonna say one of the things, it was a lot of things revealed. You did not know that your own entire family, along with an ex of yours, were behind the scenes planning to rob you of your life. They already robbed you of an inheritance. And this happened over 25 4 years ago. This happened over 25 years ago for somebody. You had moved on and surrendered this money. You built an empire. Who I feel like I said, I don't want to go too far ahead, but I am going to pull some more cards but you have moved on. You have forgiven these people that wanted you dead, that wanted you to suffer, that wanted to cause pain in your life. You have forgiven these people and moved on because you realize nobody has control over your life. Even if they try to use magic and try to use control tactics, nobody could ever bully you into anything. And these people knew that, and that's why they went behind your back, and the government is involved in this. I don't know if a government official wants to come in. Maybe they're investigating why you have not received mail concerning this situation. Why haven't you been showing up? I don't know. I don't know, guys. But we're going to get to it. Something is going on with the government, and they are spying on chosen ones. Somebody in the government is spying on a chosen one. Chosen ones. I'm not going to say a chosen one. They're spying on chosen ones. And guys, y'all have been being spied on ever since y'all were children. Somebody wants to bring harmony. They want to bring balance. Actually, no. That's not what it is. You are praying and meditating for these people to move on with their life. Because you know why? You are the weaver of grace, of movement, harmony, rhythm, and passion. This is you, collective. You are a very peaceful person. And there has been a community here ever since you were a child, spying on you, being of service. Somebody is watching you because they want to bring in a message. A civil servant. That's what I'm getting. I have to keep repeating this, guys, because as I repeat this, messages comes in. So now I'm getting that there is somebody. You have been being watched ever since you were a child. And whoever this person is that's watching you, and they've been watching you ever since you were a child, either they're going to come in, whoever this civil servant is. Look, something went on with y'all collective, some espionage. Somebody is undercover. Oh my gosh. I want to say something, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to blow somebody's cover. I've also had this download too. Spirit is telling me to pray for my enemies, and I will. I usually don't pray for karmics. I don't. There's nothing to pray for me, in my opinion. Based on my life living here and what I've been through, there's no point of praying for them. But Spirit is telling me to pray for this in particular because somebody is undercover and is pretending to be a karmic. Because something has been going on with you ever since you were a child. Somebody has been undercover for a long time because they knew. I'm not going to say that. Even though I know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to just wait. You're praying for justice, collective. These people are arguing because this money is not going to them. So these people did something where the government had to get involved and investigate these people. These people been behind the scenes. Whoever this person is that's undercover, they are a government agent and they are undercover. They are spying on these people. They are pretending to be like these people, but they're not like this person. This person is an agent. You're going to find out about this in the distant horizons once the investigation has been concluded and this community knows that they're under investigation and they're mad because the truth is coming out. This is why they have been going on trying to unalive you. Because there is some money, a large sum of money that's coming to somebody and they don't want you to have this. Some of you are manifesting this. Some of you is going to, look, it's about money and I'm just going to keep it there. What is this government, since the government is out here, what is this government agent investigating? This is going to be a long message, guys. What is this government agent investigating? That's what this is talking about. Collective, you stepping it, aliens. So there are benevolent forces involved. That's another reason why this is taking a long time. Because these people are calling on dark forces. They're calling on dark forces to protect them. They don't realize the devil doesn't protect no one. Yep, there's definitely a karmic female, karmic relative that's involved in this. Or this could be somebody's girlfriend or baby mama. This woman is conjuring up negative energy. Or this lady is surrounded, this feminine energy is surrounded by aliens. Here we go. So, somebody created a shitstorm. This is all about a faked death. A female lied and faked somebody's death. Here we go right here. That's what this is about. That's why the government is investigating you. So they know that you are alive. Your auntie in their family told the government that you were dead. Whoever this female is, they lied. They took out a life insurance policy on somebody, lied and said somebody died and claimed the money. That's basically what this is about. Faked death. And this person was doing magic to destiny swap. Here we go. A fake death. Look. Here we go. So this woman is under some type of mind control with the devil. aliens. In other words, benevolent forces, dark benevolent forces that surrounds this female. They have mind control over this bitch. Faked death. A female, somebody faked. This female faked another feminine's death, and now they're experiencing karma for this. This is what this is about. Karma. Somebody wanted to use somebody else's money so they can take care and have a good life. That's what the power, yes, power supply. This, I said destiny swap. Power supply. Now this person is in regret, in shame. Here we go again, over a gift they stole. So basically, collective, this is what this is about. Whoever this feminine is, you know, her name could be Sharon, Shannon, Shakia, Janet, Kiana. I'm just naming names. Samantha, Ivory, Derek, Dexter. I'm just saying. Whoever these people are, you know who this person is. And they are a feminine energy. They faked your death. And now they are experiencing karma. Because they wanted to use your lifeline for their power supply. And they're in regret over this gift that they stole from you. And this is why the government is involved. The government has been watching you and watching your family ever since you were a child. Because whoever this feminine is in your family, this is, I'm hearing corruption queen. This is a scammer. Whoever this feminine is that's married, could be divorced now. But they were married at one point, her and her husband, they were scam artists. Insurance fraud. Car insurance fraud, also life insurance fraud, welfare fraud, inheritance fraud. This is the kind of stuff that this woman is into, fraud. This person is a career criminal. That's what they do for a living. So this feminine came up against a child in their family. And now the government is spying on this female. This female is under investigation. There's a female under investigation in your family. And also they know that she is the reason why you have not been receiving the messages about this court case, about this legal. But it doesn't matter because collective, you have been praying behind closed doors. You are very powerful. See, I told you, the reason why this auntie is experiencing karma is because of your spiritual awakening. You had a spiritual awakening and you were made aware through God what this female aunt in your family and your female cousin, along with other people that was involved in this. That's why it's coming out as a community. But because of your spiritual gifts, collective, you is bringing balance and harmony because of your passion, the love that you have for yourself, standing in your power. You are praying. Every day you pray and meditate on this situation to get closure with God. And God is going to bring you closure. That's where your closure is coming from. God is going to put an end to these losers, these weak ass people that came up against you. They are under judgment. Yes, they are. They're under judgment right now as we speak. Because God do not play about you. You are highly favored and highly loved. Yep. And that's what I'm getting. So that's what this is about, collective. In the distant horizons, there's going to be a civil servant that's going to come in. And going to expose the truth on this corruption. Something is being made fair, being made right for you. Okay? That's what this is talking about. Yep. These people are arguing behind your family along with whoever these people is that's undercover, because I'm about to tell you why they're arguing. Because the whoever this person is that's this intelligence agents, they got all of the proof that they need. They got all of the evidence to bring this corrupt family down. Records and everything. And they know that they also know that your auntie was plotting to kill you and was having meetings behind closed doors to unalive you because they was mad because this didn't go in their favor. That's what the arguing is about. They're arguing because it's found out about the magic, the spell work, how they was doing magic over this court case. They was doing magic over these agents. So nobody will ever know the truth. And the crazy part is they're watching you because they know that you're gifted. Because they were under spells. That's why it took a while for them to gather all of this information and this intelligence. That's why this has been going on for years. Because your family or whoever this message resonates with, your peoples was doing magic over this. But they didn't realize when they were doing magic over this woke up your spiritual ascension. And this is how you know. Didn't know, for some of you, there wasn't no legal person that reached out to you. You found this out through your own dreams and downloads that a crossed over ancestors was showing you. The actual grandparents that left you this inheritance were the ones that showed you this is what their child, your aunt and uncle, was doing. And I want you to know, whoever this female aunt of yours and cousin, they are all ooh-wee karma endings, people dropping dead. Speaking of dropping dead, I found out yesterday one of my enemies passed away. What have I been telling y'all? Either these people are going to give you what's yours or get ready to motherfucking die. And I ain't playing with you. I'm serious, honey. I said this. These people that all played a role, they either going to surrender what belongs to you and confess, or they all better get ready to die. So one of my so-called people that was against me, I got a phone call yesterday night that this feminine died. They found her in her room. I guess she was trying to get up out of the bed, and when she got up out of the bed, she probably died as she was getting out of the bed and just fell to the floor. Yep. So I've already been saying, either these people are going to confess what they've done and give you what belongs to you, or they're going to continue to be stubborn and go to hell, bitch. Fair is fair. And that's basically what this is talking about. You're about to find this out in the distant horizons. You already know, but you're about to get clarity because there's about to be an actual government, official government agent that's going to come in. Because some of y'all, you're going to come into a windfall of money and see somebody has been plotting to unalive you. That's why the government's been in this. And I'm only going to say so much. Okay? There is somebody, I feel like it's a masculine, that went undercover to protect this divine feminine. Because this divine feminine's family has been planning to attack. See, chariot in reverse. They were coming in to physically fight you and take your life. Spirit saw this. God saw this and protected you from it by giving you a download of what these people's plans is. This Sagittarius auntie hates your fucking guts. Yep. They wanted you to be in poverty, but they're the ones in poverty. See, they've been wanting... Oh, hold up. See, a mature man wanted somebody to be in poverty. Or somebody wanted this mature man to be in poverty. Take it how it resonate. A mature man wanted somebody to be in poverty, or somebody wanted this mature man to be in poverty. Take it how it resonate. Now they're guiding me to a different, they want me to pull out the other deck. Yep, and this is the message. Look, that's crazy. Message. Yep, a Jezebel spirit. Yeah, there's a... Yeah, there's a Jezebel spirit connected to this poverty energy and this mature man energy. Yep, somebody's innocent. I hope... Then with the number 11, somebody who is innocent. I feel like a Jezebel was caught doing something with a child, or it's being found out through the courts that a Jezebel spirit, a witch, was conjuring up. Remember, I told you guys, one of the things I experienced as a child growing up with this Sagittarius karmic aunt of mine's. She was dabbling in spell work, but I found out that every time she did witchcraft against me, it backfired on her and made her situation even worse. See, my auntie thought, and she told me this to my face, but at the time I did not know she was talking about me, because the way she said it, her exact words was, first of all, I knew something was off. With the energy, I knew something was off from jump, but I couldn't put my fingers on it. And then when my grandmother took her last breath, my aunt, who is her child, had went into the powder room and she started fake crying. And I could feel and see that she was fake mourning. She was. And then she did this for like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. And then all of a sudden her demeanor changed. She came out of the bathroom and her first words was, any and everybody who was benefiting while my mother was alive, I'm going to see to it that you suffer. And I'm looking at her say this, and I was just thinking to myself, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I know I'm dead serious. And I think I was like 21. I was going on. I wasn't 21 at the time. I was 20 going on 21. And this happened in January of the year 2001. And I remember that. And then, but I had already walked away from this family. I did not know. I found out years later. Because what my auntie had said to me, she also told my brother this. And my brother ended up calling me out of the blue. And that's when I knew she was talking about me. I was the child that basically she's been going around telling everybody, I want that bitch to suffer. I hate that bitch. I want that bitch dead. Yes. Yes. And I've even gotten downloads. God showed me. I could hear, I can, it's like I'm there with her and I can literally see this woman spitting on my name. I could see her wishing ill on me and my kids. Yes, I could see this. That's why I said I want these bitches dead. You think I'm not going to sit up here and prophesize death over your life after you've been prophesizing and going to see divinationers and trying to put benevolent forces on to me? Of course you deserve to die. Just like Samuel L. Jackson said, yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. I mean every motherfucking thing I say, and this ain't for entertainment. This is real shit. Okay? But yeah, this is confirmation what I just told y'all. My auntie, a child, she had a Jezebel demon on her and was using the spell work to cast her sexual trifling ass desires, binding them onto people in the family. Yes. Yes. Look, yes. Unwanted sex, incest, grape. Yes. And this person has been doing this to you ever since you were a child. And this is another tactic that they was using, trying to keep you in poverty, wanting you to be in this energy of don't nobody care about me, because everybody was in on it. Everybody was. Everybody knew what this Jezebel spirit in the family was doing, and no, because like I said, God got his hands on the situation, though. God already shows you what this auntie was doing in secret. And she been doing shit against you ever since you were a child. You are an innocent person. And this person has been doing this to you ever since you were a kid. Sending you this nasty sexual energy, wanting to have sex with you. And this is why a lot of sexual encounters happen and y'all don't even realize it, because you under a spell. You think that bitch give some immaculate head. Nah, that ain't immaculate head. That's fucking spell. This bitch did a blowjob spell, a fellatio spell on your ass. The fuck? These bitches nasty, man. They just nasty. It's just disgusting. Yep, but you have faith. See how they kept doing magic towards somebody who was innocent, but they didn't realize that all of this stuff was going to wake up the spiritual beast in you, man. And ever since the spiritual beast has been woken, the mother bear is out, the father bear is out, you're out of hibernation. You ain't playing with these fools. You've been speaking up and speaking out against the injustices, especially since you've been getting downloads. Ever since you've been on this spiritual journey, you can see everything your family done and your exes and so-called friends, fake ass godparents too. You've been seeing every fucking thing. See, these people thought that because they were spiritually attacking you, that it was going to destroy you. Now, for some people, it do destroy them because they don't have a relationship with God. But you have a relationship with God. That's why this stuff was not able to have power over you like how they wanted to. Yep. Your ancestors are enamored by you. They're very pleased because you didn't fall for the trick, the bait. That's what I'm hearing. And instead, you went in, meditated, and got the clarity you needed. And ever since then, you've been coming out with your motherfucking sword. You ain't playing with these fools. Game over. Flawless victory. That's exactly what it is. And these people thought that they were going to have the one up. That's why it says they're being defeated. The Chariot card, they're being defeated. Because something with this court system, this motherfucking investigator is hitting them with all of this fucking evidence. And you can't deny the evidence. They have evidence. And these people is trying to fight the fucking evidence. They got proof that these people was doing voodoo. Proof that this nasty ass auntie was using benevolent forces to one-up a situation, and now this bitch is in regret. Who's the bitch now? Bitch. Yep. Wanted, they're enamored. Because you are the real boss. I told you, these people somebody wanted to be like you. But they didn't want to do the work. How the fuck you want to be like somebody, but you're not doing the work? You thought magic was going to do it for you? That's not how that worked. All you did was show the universe how nasty, scandalous, and trifling you are, and how you don't deserve to be here with normal, civilized people who are meek. This Jezebel spirit was messing around with a kid, somebody who was innocent. This auntie of yours is a nasty, trifling woman. Whoever this feminine is, she don't have to be an auntie. I'm just calling her an auntie. She could be a grandparent, a sister, a niece, a cousin. But this bitch is nasty. She a nasty bitch. Or I can read it like this. Whoever this Jezebel spirit, ever since they was a kid, they've always had these nasty, sexual, trifling desires. But that's not what this is. This Jezebel spirit, yeah, because ain't nothing about a Jezebel innocent. So nah, this bitch was messing with a kid. They was obsessed with this child who later grew up to be a boss. This is nasty, man. This is a nasty bitch. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta call it for what it is. This is a nasty, trifling bitch. This is somebody who mess with kids, who mess with innocence. This is a sexually depraved woman who messes with kids. So Spirit wants me to say, for whoever this message resonate with, if you were ever taken advantage of sexually when you was a child, it was because a feminine in your family was doing spell work, doing sex magic over a kid. Somebody who's innocent. And you remember this. Because you was even having dreams about this auntie. She was coming to whoever this feminine energy is. They was coming to you in the form of a witch. Because they didn't want you to know who they really were. But you could feel the energy. You knew that it was a relative. Spirit says you was dead on. You was right. Yep. Somebody was obsessed with you, and it started when you were a child. This is nasty. This nasty ass Jezebel spirit been had desires for this masculine ever since they was a child. They had good faith that their magic, and it could have worked. They had good faith that their magic with this enamel card will steal this boss energy away. Let's get more on this. This is about a twin flame connection. This is about the divine masculine and the divine feminine who is gifted. Y'all are actually each other's soul mates. Y'all are actually meant to be. But whoever this feminine is, for some of y'all it's a feminine, for some of y'all it's a masculine in your family that's been behind the scenes doing spell work over your life or any connection that comes to you because they don't want these divine unions to come together. This is why they started fucking with you as a child. Because when you are a child, you're innocent. You are impressionable. And adults are not supposed to abuse their authority, but they do all the time. And this is what happened to you, collective, both men and women. Y'all were being sexually groomed as children by nasty, toxic, older women and men who abused their positions. And they had faith in that this sex magic will work on you as a child or when you were younger. Somebody's baby mother was doing spell work over them. For real. I'm dead ass serious. This female was doing fucking, yeah. It's also a feminine out here that fakes a death too. Fake somebody's death so they can cash in on life insurance. This fake death is being investigated, and it backfired. This bitch should have never did this shit. This backfired. This female is catching karma because she signed documents, forged documents, fake documents, and policies to fake someone's death so they can cash in. I don't think she really wanted to kill this person, but for somebody, yo death was faked. A female faked a death, and they got money from this, and they're receiving karma too. They in regret. This karma is hitting hard, all over a gift. They stole, okay, so this is what they're saying. This female lied to the courts and said that the person that was supposed to receive this inheritance died. And I think they showed documents to prove that you were dead. But whoever this investigator is, they know that you're not dead. See what I'm saying? So whoever this feminine energy is that did this is in a lot of trouble. Yep. Whoever this feminine is, they're going through endings. I told you this with the Chariot in reverse, with the Three of Wands in reverse, and Judgment in reverse. They're all going through endings. This Jezebel spirit or whoever these people are, they are experiencing endings. Plans failed. Backfired. Yep, because you were protected. Because of this relationship you got with the Almighty God. Spirit. Confirmation. Look, my doggone computer is clicking over here. Look. Confirmation. This shit is hitting. This message is on point. Yep. What did I say? False documents. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, ancestors. So somebody in Spirit is saying you telling the truth. Look. Y'all see that? Truth. False. Date. False. Documents, information, statements, agreements. So damn, banker statements is in here because they was going in somebody's bank account, withdrawing money or attempts to draw money. They stole your identity. So this is all across the board. I told you they did a lot. They forged a lot of paperwork to get things to go in their way. And the government is showing this bitch this shit. Bitch, this is what you did. And they mad because they're in denial about the evidence that's being shown to them. This reading is hitting, baby. This message is hitting. And yep, it's blocked. Again, talking about your protection. God blocked this shit. Because God don't play about you. Whoever you are an innocent person. You are trustworthy. You are God-fearing. And I'm not talking about this fake God that the government worships. They worship the devil. We already know what God they worship because it's on the money. In God we trust. God, the true God, don't give a damn about no fucking money. Bingo. Only the devil does. The heathen. See, these statements were blocked. This forgery was blocked. They knew it. False documents. That's what this is about. And you are exposing how your family forged documents, how this female forged documents to fake your death. I said this already. It wasn't coming out before, but I had already said this. I told you I really don't need these tarot cards to tell the story. But it just makes it interesting, you know? It helps the audience see what the reader sees. And you can't make this shit up because people are going through this in real life. I'm one of them. You're one of them. They have no access. Whatever these false documents was, all they did was incriminate themselves. And whoever this spy is, they on to it. They got the false documents. You're going to be receiving a message about this. About how your family was planning to fucking murder you and kill you. Take your life because of some inheritance that was left and property that was left to you that they never wanted you to have because they hate your fucking guts. And that's just the truth. They hate your guts. They hate you. Because of your relationship with God. This is the devil. I know I can't afford you, so that is too much. What's that? Most Def? I love him. I know you can't afford me, so that is too much. Yep. They blocked. They're in an imprisonment. This is somebody you was romantically involved with too. There's somebody that you was romantic. These are all people that you loved. There's an ex in here, an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. Could be a baby mother, baby father. They knew you was the truth, but they chose what they chose. Whoever this masculine is, along with this Jezebel spirit, that forged documents, falsified information so they can collect off of your death, a fake death. And this is why they were circling back around to unalive you in real life, because they already got you down on paper and now you a rising star. That's why, woo! This message could be for me. It could be. Because they have been having meetings, wanting to unalive me. I've seen it numerous times. What about this love offer? We just need 4 more. Or however many, because look. Yep. This is a healing relationship. This will be a match. Somebody is in prison. Imprisonment. Spiritual imprisonment. Bankruptcy. In debt. Yep. Opposition. They were the op. They wanted to create opposition for the collective, but they ended up creating them for themselves. I'm sorry, I just gotta laugh. Yep. So there was a third party that snitched. I've been telling y'all, somebody have been snitching and telling. Going back to whoever this whoever this spy is. Whoever the spy is, they've been going back, spilling the beans. And one more card, and we gonna we gonna close this out. Damn. So I had a funny feeling it was gonna be more than one card. That's why I said it like that. So a third party been snitching. Could be this spy. Okay. But something about a twin flame. Somebody been talking about this twin flame. Somebody that's been expecting something. Somebody that's in bondage. This person is experiencing emotional pain. And they have been spreading false narratives. So whoever this... Yeah, it's a third party that's in some opposition, not the spy. The spy isn't the third party. I mean, they could be, but in a good way. This spy could work for the government, though. This karmic, she could be in bed with this civil servant, going back and reporting how these people keep coming up against a twin flame and they expecting to take some money from somebody. Yep. That's what this is. They want to come in and rob you. This is all of my messages are linked together, guys. Y'all got to put the pieces together how they fit in your situation. But yeah, these people are in bondage, experiencing emotional pain because of the lies that they told, because of these false documents. They're trying to hide the fact that they have been plotting and planning to unalive somebody. But the government already knows. The government just wants to see how far these people going to take this. And see if these people going to tell the truth. They're not telling the truth. That's why they're arguing. They're defeated. This is over with anyways. It's just time for you to get your payout and what's owed to you, so you can move on. Finally, you've already moved on. But what I'm saying is that these people are going to be they're going to be forced to leave you alone. Okay? Or like I said, there's death here. Some of these people are going to die. I already told y'all one of mine had died, passed on yesterday. So, one down, more to go. And with that being said, guys, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Bye.